Hello, hi, welcome back. It has been, I think, 7 freaking days or something since I've done a recording. It's not you, it's me. I'm so sorry. For those that are new to the channel, go down to the description box if you want to skip anything that I have to say. I'm going to talk about astrology. There's some meditation and words that came to me and a song that I didn't know was a song. So if you don't want to hear all of that, skip it. Go to the description box and click on the Oracle and or Tarot, depending on what you would like to hear, and skip if you want to skip anything. Or you can just do the fast forward thingy, whatever. Okay, so excuses. I don't really have any. Let me just say that out the gate. It has been a week that's not bad, just been a little hectic. And again, not bad. Mainly just like preoccupied thing. And that sounds horrible. You matter. And I told you I wouldn't leave, or I told you for those that have been with the channel since the beginning, I will never leave without saying a word. So even if it's been a minute, I will put something out there. I promise, if it ever comes to that time. Otherwise, I see no reason why I would stop doing this because I really love it. And I mean, I've been doing it for years as it is. It's just on YouTube that I'm new. That being said, and because you don't need excuses, I went too long. I won't do that again unless I'm out, and I won't be out, or I don't see how I would be anyway. Because guardian of the soul family. Sorry. Okay. So astrology, you need to know some things. One, we are currently in a waning crescent moon that's in Sagittarius. Why does that matter? I mean, we're always in we're always in the moon cycles, right? But sorry, the moon moving in and out of Sag, post the full moon energy, is really about releasing and reflecting. You could kind of sum up the moon in total that way. It's always about going a little bit deeper, highlighting things that you're missing, letting go of things, starting new cycles, ending cycles, etc. Right now, it's totally about kind of like all can be true. Releasing and reflecting. It goes hand in hand with Saturn's movement. 2 days. It's like, all I keep hearing is it's the final countdown. It's a big deal. It's Saturn out of Pisces into Aries. It's going to be joining Neptune. It's a big deal. So that happens Friday. And then on the 20th, there's the 0 degree conjunct with Neptune. This is like the beginning of all things, kind of. Google it. Do an astrology deep dive, whatever you need to do. It's big. But Saturn by itself moving into Aries is pretty big. It's all of this is like from dreams, you know, because Neptune was in Pisces. I've talked about this a little bit. I've talked about it a lot. So it's going from the dreams and healing into action and release again, which is a restructuring of new beginnings in that sense. But Saturn especially is going to be testing us. And it's going to be asking, you know, well, I should say it's going to continue to ask as it always has, but it's going to be asking, you know, for us to step into power, but with courage and authenticity. And then to be a little assertive, actually, to ask, it's telling a story, it's narrating, and it's narrating in such a way that it's more than a little bit of assertive. Like, you're going to have to be assertive. Therefore, you're earning through your discipline, right? Earning what you're about to receive, because there is going to be gifts bestowed, but not without price. I mean, so the last 2.5 years have been about journeying, sure, inward, and doing a lot of introspection and a lot of healing. Go further than that, Neptune being in Pisces prior, and it was like 14 years of feeling your way through things and not knowing what's up or down. Again, I've said it before in other videos, you know, look back at the last 14 years and tell me, I mean, everybody I know, and especially for me, where you look back and go, it's been 14 years. It's been 10 years. It's been 8 years since blah, blah, blah. And think about the fog that you've been in, and thinking about that, think about the, like, I don't know, most people, again, that I'm talking to, like this incredible clarity that's kind of coming in, very action oriented. But anyway, so Saturn going into Aries, you're going to need to be assertive and earn through discipline, not just getting that instant gratification, but building the foundation for like the long-term what am I saying? Satisfaction? Sure. Gratification is what I was trying to think of, but, and all of that, you know, like with Saturn, a lot of people are like, oh, Saturn, it's telling the story and it feels passive, but it's not. Well, I should say it would be if it was just Saturn. If it was just Saturn that was making a move and everything else just kind of stood still, but that's not the way that our universe works, right? It's not just Saturn moving into Aries, but also, like I said, Neptune just moved into Aries. Both combined are pushing this innovation and idealism. Think about the combination with Aquarius in that. Saturn is building the structure in a sense, the structure of your life, the continuation of your life, something that will actually last. And then there's the Aquarius stellium, which Venus has now moved into Pisces, and that shifts some things, but it's amplifying that revolutionary forward momentum. And then you have the eclipse that's coming on the 20th, and it's going to be opening the doors for new beginnings. It is not for you to say like, oh, let me set an intention or let me end a cycle now. Instead, it's like kind of relax into it and be ready to receive. Okay. Being ready to receive is so necessary right now. But anyway, what this all tells us is that it's the time for real long-lasting change, not just a cycle. I mean, it's all a cycle, but it's about long-lasting foundations. So therefore, long-lasting change to make it happen, whatever the it is for you. Not just dream about it. The universe is basically saying, time to step up. You got to be bold, and you got to take the action, but you got to do it smart. So it's not about being hesitant. It's not about like, oh, temperance. And I do think we'll find temperance in this reading. I think it's going to be more about the alchemy though, because that's what all of this really is mixing up to be, this age of Aquarius and these other planets moving into Aries. Some, Jupiter and Uranus, are in Gemini, and where is Uranus? Taurus. But anyway, so where the hell was I going with that? Oh, so then speaking of Aquarius, the Aquarius stellium is pushing the forward thinking, right? Like you've heard, if you listen to any tarot reader, if you listen to any astrologer, you've been hearing this for a minute. It's pushing the forward thinking, the innovation. Age of Aquarius. It's not the first time some of us have heard this. We're in the middle of this. And it was the stellium. It was Sun, Mercury, Mars, Venus, and Pluto. Now it's Sun, Mercury, Mars, and Pluto. And then Sun is going to be moving into Pisces soon. Mercury and Mars will eventually follow. I don't remember how long Pluto sits. A while, I believe. But anyway, with Venus having moved into Pisces, it's actually like nothing's really changing about where we've gone into in this age of Aquarius, but instead it's softening. And it's actually, it's like, it's emotionalizing, for lack of a better word, the energy that's already in motion. And it's telling people, yes, forward, transforming energy, but take it from the mind, and my favorite phrase, walk forward from heart center. This will be the real revolutionary, bold action. So like, yes, be innovative, but with heart and empathy and focus. And then add on top of that Pluto. Pluto is going to be a big one for some reason. I need to look more into it. But add on top of that Neptune. Neptune is in Spirit Warrior activation for 14 years. So, I mean, all this is funny because I say funny, not funny, haha, but Uranus and Taurus is also, because, it's a very earthy energy, right? Whereas Neptune is in fire, Saturn's about to be in fire. So you would think that this is really about forging something that's only tangible, but it's like a tangible heart put out into the 3D. I don't know how else to say that. That sounds a little funny, but that's what I mean. Because with Uranus and Taurus, it's not just saying build something, it's saying reconsider what you own versus what owns you. So it's not saying go out and buy things. Taurus, Earth, it likes to collect, hoard, even, for lack of a better word, but it's all about the tangible. But it's really, with Uranus and Taurus, it's saying what do you own versus what owns you? What are you manipulating for the higher good, even? Because you got to look again at Aquarius, you got to look at Saturn, you got to look at Neptune. This is about your higher good, therefore the higher good externally as well. What are you doing that's for your higher good? What do you own that's for your higher good versus what are you letting own you that's not? Okay. So even here in the tangible earth energy, the point that I'm trying to get to, it's the universe. The universe is saying, feel it forward, feel it, and release what no longer serves you. That's the important piece. The theme that's coming over and over and over again, having left that 9 year and into this 1 year, we're mid-February almost. You're really being asked to release what no longer serves you. Outdated systems, family systems, even, things that, traditions that really are nothing to do with who you are authentically, much less who you want to be authentically. So keep that in mind. And then Jupiter is in Gemini. And so this combination of what, I'll let you Google that one. I'm not an astrologer, but this combination of these bigger planets and these closer planets and where they are and where they're moving into, it's all reshaping how we relate to the 3D from a very 5D perspective, if you will. How we receive the information and how we relate to each other. It's all being manipulated for the highest good. If you allow it, you can fight it. I will say that, we have free will. This is not astrology, even tarot. This is not like, oh, this is what's going to happen. It's set in stone. No, this is what the energy is. And you can fight it and you can flow with it. And no matter which one you do, there will be consequences. Consequences are not, they're not negative or positive. They're consequences. And there's a consequence to everything. So that said, because I feel like I'm going to go on another soapbox like I normally do. And while I'm sure some of you have missed me rambling on and on and on, you probably don't miss that. I'm going to stop there on the astrology. And I'm going to get into the words that came to me because I think I was channeling someone or someone's grandmother or someone's grandfather. I don't freaking know. If this is for you, something in what I'm about to share with you will resonate. But I do, for those that are new to the channel, I do a word meditation where it's like a word or a song or a phrase or something will hit my brain as I go into like quiet space before reading. And I just go from there. And so I say word meditation. We can also call it channeling. It's a little bit of both, if I'm being honest. So I'll just kind of start, how it started. And that's the first word that was over and over and over a cycle, like on my lips even, was sangria, like the drink. So it's like a fruity red wine, chopped up, oranges and apples. And I don't know, it's been a long time since I've drank a Well, it's been a long time since I've drank anything, but much less a traditional, but sangria. And then I heard loud, and I could kind of hear the voices in the chatter and trying to speak over the people in this space. And I saw not a terrace outside, but like a raised kind of floor plan, just a little bit, tile floors. The color is like a what terracotta kind of floors, restaurant, bar, I'm not sure, but this is kind of the vision that came forward with sangria and loud. And then I heard aloud, as in you're allowed to do this. And that's what I heard. You're allowed to do this. You're allowed now. And then I heard the word, this is what happens sometimes, Sandwin or Sondwin. I think it's Sandwin. So, I mean, I'm very Southern. Let's say Sandwin. I have no idea. Which I didn't know what it was. So I'll tell you what happened once I got to the end. Because I had to Google some things once I was done. But I heard Sandwin, Fontaine, and then, yeah. So then I heard, it's so weird, because this is like the second or third time, something with Hebrew or Jerusalem or Greece even, which, what does Greece and Jerusalem have to do with each other? I don't know. Maybe this is your family tree, whoever this message is for. Maybe there's something there in history that I need to Google, and I just didn't even think to do that, honestly. But I heard, I heard strapping young man, and then I heard shalom. And then I heard sinewy, I think I'm saying that right, which is like a type of build, like a physique, lean, muscular, tough physique. But anyway, then I heard craps. So shalom, strapping young man, sinewy, craps, casino, because craps is the dice game casino. I think that's the only reason that was there. Chard, which is a green leafy vegetable. Okay. But with chard, I heard growing and garden, something about nourishment and the earth. Okay. And then I heard denizen, which I had no idea what that means. And again, I'm going to go back. I'll tell you where I got to, I think, anyway. And then Philusia, which is Philosia or Philosophia. So all of those, it kept saying like going back to Greece though, which I think is Philusia or Philosophia. I think I'm saying that right. The roots are, well, this is when I went into Google. I'll tell you what it means in a second. All right. So going back, follow my thread, people, follow my thread. Going back, when I heard, because I heard Sandwin, I Googled, what the hell is Sandwin? Is that even a word? It turns out it's a title of a horror tale short story movie from 1940. And I didn't know why 1940 mattered, why I felt like I needed to write that piece of information down, but I wrote down 1940 because that's when the movie, I guess it's when it came out. And then the person who wrote it, August Derleth. So August feels important. I mean, it could be that name. It could be the last name. Someone born in August or something that happened in August and the name Derleth. I don't know. Or Derleth. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. But Sandwin, a horror tale, 1940, August Derleth. Let's say that. And then Fontaine, which is a French word meaning fountain. Ha ha ha. Like, that seems so hard to figure out. Or a natural spring emerging from the ground, if you will. But also, and this is what really struck me, it's a place in a game. And because I'm not promoting the game, I won't say the title. You can Google it. But Fontaine in a anime style game. It's a place in a game. So if that is important to you, this message coming through the tarot that we're about to do might be important for you. And then denizen is a university in Ohio, Granville, Ohio. Never heard of this place before in my life, not gonna lie. It seems important. It was founded in the 1800s. And then the Greek word philoutia or philosophia, the roots meaning are love and wisdom. Something about Osho, which is the love of seeing and experiencing truth directly. And then I heard Frank Sinatra and sailing. And the song that came up is Trade Winds, which was released in 1940. So, for whoever this message is for, I feel like I'm channeling someone in your family. It could be you. It could be you watching. But I feel like it's someone in your family with Jewish or Greek roots, maybe both. I think both can be true, or there's something to do with Greece that's important. And I feel like the person that this is for, you know, Frank Sinatra is important, but it's definitely the year 1940, I think. Perhaps born in August 1940, and perhaps living in the Granville, Ohio area, or from that area. If this message is, if any of that relates to you, please leave a comment and let me know, because this one is going to drive me crazy. I need to know. Okay. But we'll see what comes out. I feel like strapping young man. So in Shalom, they were a strapping young man, or the person perhaps that you're partnered with or want to be partnered with. Your father or grandfather would say something like that. That's a strapping young man. I don't know. I mean, this is just, this was a really weird one for me, but sometimes I just kind of have to put things to the side, but this one is, it feels like you need to know. I'm like, they seem happy. Like they seem happy. I don't know what that means, but they seem happy. Like a happy kind of like, not joyful disposition per se, but like they're just a easy come, easy go kind of person. So long as they can do what they want to do. That's what I heard. And something about playing craps and chard. Did they eat a lot of chard? I don't know. That seems weird to me. Or maybe it was part of a dish that was traditional in your family. I need to look that one up probably. I actually already shuffled all the cards, by the way, but I am going to do a quick, since we just did that. Oh, and one card flew out 3 times in the shuffle, so I'm keeping this one out because I want to read it. I have not read the description yet, but it's number 42 or 6, and it's called The Blood Dance. I have no idea where we're going to go with that one. But because it came out 3 times, I said, all right, I will leave it out. And then I wanted to do one more spirit. Hello. If spirit would be so kind to help guide this reading, because I feel like that one is for whoever. Whoever. All right. Spiral Dance of the Goddess. And that's number 29 or 11. 6 and 11, or 42 and 29. Okay. I don't know. I feel like this is going to be a weird reading tonight. And I kind of want to apologize, but then at the same time, I kind of don't, since it's been a few days. It's been a week. So now we're just going to get into the reading. Oh, that's how you know it's been a weird one. I'm just going to leave those oracle there and not read them to you. Wow. Oi, oi, oi. Oi. Who is this? Whoever this is for. They're hilarious. That person is hilarious. I feel like we would laugh a lot together. Ta-da. The Blood Dance. The heart craves life and the blood responds. In relationship to each other, life happens. The desire and the action, the movement of cycles, drawing in and letting go, rushing to the center and pushing far away to the extremities. It is the cycle of a relationship, dancing between self and other, into oneness and into individuality. So it is with human beings in relationship with each other and with human beings and the divine essence. Sometimes the heart of God feels so close, it's as though our own inner passion is the very blood rushing through it. Then we journey far, bringing our nourishment to where it is needed, to those who are cold and lonely, to the farthest reaches of our own dark self, that we may, if very brave, dare to love completely. Though we can be lonely for the warmth of the center then, craving that feeling of being at home, soon enough we are called back to the core of the divine heart, and the cycle continues. Remember that you are always in this dance of life. You are never apart from the divine. It is just that sometimes in our natural flow, it is easier to feel that divine presence than other times, yet you are always the blood connected to the heart. This oracle brings you confirmation that you are connected to the divine source, to all that is. If you are experiencing a phase of feeling cut off from yourself, from your body, from another, or from the divine, even from your own feelings, spiritual connection, or intuition, be reassured that this is temporary and part of the cycle of life itself. Soon all connections shall return with even greater warmth and nourishment, welcoming you home again with great love. If you feel you have been journeying in life and fear that you have lost your way, do not trouble yourself, precious soul. You are never far from the divine heart and will always be called home. Okay, let's see what happens. 29, the dance of the goddess, the spiral dance of the goddess. From a point of light unfolding, we become a soul, then incarnate into a sacred body, and our lives become a work of divine art, a speck of heavenly presence manifesting itself through dimensions of time and space and into a life on earth made manifest. The extraordinary fact of your existence is a divine happening. As though the light of the moon is dancing not only upon the water, but inside of it, your ancient light is dipping into the mud of the earth. This is how the soul becomes a divine human in the making. As you sense yourself moving and shifting from light to dark and back again, ooh, this goes perfectly with that blood dance card, doesn't it? From knowing to unknowing, you are weaving your consciousness, your divinity into sacred expression, manifesting your soul essence into the form of your life. Threading the light through the darkness without even realizing you are doing it, you are gently impregnating the matter of your body, of your life, with light. Your body and your life become luminous, radiant, and you assist others even just through your presence. It sounds wonderful, and it is, yet it is not always an easy path. As the light travails through darkness, pain and suffering can arise in waves. Best to be present to it, trust that it is not a permanent condition, and wait for the spiral to twist from dark to light again, always moving closer and closer to the purity of the center and expanding outward internally, as though you are being inhaled by the divine, filling cosmic lungs as they reach far and wide, taking in all of life. The message of this oracle to you is that you are growing. You are bringing more of your light into form. You may be meeting obstacles in yourself and in the world, but this is because you are bringing through the light. If there were nothing happening, there would be no obstacle. Bless them as signs that you are proceeding and empower them no more. You shall be. All else is just divine timing. Whew. Cycles. Kind of what I was saying about the moon. You're always in a cycle. You're always in a moon cycle. And the moon, regardless of where it is about starting a new cycle, ending a cycle, embracing the change, illuminating areas that you didn't quite see, going into the shadow self, again, but it's about releasing and being open to receive, manifesting and sitting back. You know, then the moon is lit by the sun. I mean, that's the real power. The sun and the moon are together. They're not separate. Excuse me. So this, I think, Temperance card. I'm going to call it now. Temperance card, Sun. I think we might see the Death card because I feel like someone is going through a transformative experience. And whether that's a literal saying goodbye, or you've already, and you need to be reassured that the person is with you. But I think we're also going to be talking about some transformations for the self here in this reading. I gotta say, I think with everything that's going on, this is about your spiritual awakening. We'll see how this impacts you in the realm of love, because every time I try and say that's not going to be a love reading, it's a damn love reading, right? And I'm okay with that. I'll be a love reader all day. I mean, I love love, so I'm good with that. You might want something different though. So I'm going to say, actually, I'll go ahead and say, so how is this going to impact you in your love life, the spiritual awakening? We'll see. I've already shuffled. Okay. Spirit, what messages do you have for the person watching this reading? Spiritual warriors, spiritual awakening. I feel that strongly. Definitely about the cycles, in and out, good and bad, light and dark, and how it relates to love. The High Priestess. This is your higher knowing. I feel like right now you might actually feel that you're more intuitive than you normally. Like you probably have kind of always felt like you were intuitive, but maybe you've been cut off for a long time. Oh, back to that, to the Oracle. And I think you are reconnecting. And it might be a little scary. It might be a little scary. The High Priestess. This could just be your higher self. But I feel like, yeah. King of Pentacles. Okay. Who is that? King of Pentacles. It's an earth sign, but, oh, sorry. You see sailing a boat? You see the wheel there? Is that zooming? Sorry. The water, the earth. The High Priestess, the King of Pentacles, intuitive. All right, I'm going to take it. Death card and Five of Wands. Transformation. Conflict. This Five of Wands is not a typical conflict. This is absolutely about change. You see, it's kind of like a maypole, which is a spring, pagan kind of celebration of the new season. Spring is a little over a month away. I know, right? It's crazy. But you see the joy on, I don't want the reflection. You see the joy, this isn't like a typical Five of Wands, but it is about change. Seasons, change of seasons, change of seasons. For every season, turn. Is that the song? Is that the Mamas and Papas, maybe? For those that know such music. For every turn. Google that song. Turn, I think. I think it's the Mamas and Papas. I could be wrong. Okay. Heartbreak. Loneliness. Feeling cold. Wondering why. That's what I heard. Wondering why. That's a lot. I can't just take those, Spirit. Let's try. If one of those was supposed to come back out. There was the Queen of Cups on the bottom there. Two of Wands. Wondering why. Three of Swords to the Two of Wands here. The transformation. Wondering why. To looking forward. Nine of Cups, yeah, to looking forward. From wondering why to looking forward. Really? When is it my turn? When is it my turn? When is it my turn? Nine of Swords. Nine of Cups and Nine of Swords. Somebody has actually everything that they've ever wanted or wished for, and they're still feeling like this isn't it. This isn't enough. Oh, look at what you own versus what owns you. In a crowded room. Whoa. New beginning. Yes. Look at what you own versus what owns you. Seven of Swords. Hold on. In a crowded room, and you still feel lonely. You're like looking out, trying to figure out. There's something that you really want. That Two of Wands, and only holding the one wand, like an ace. You see? See, the other one is there. You know what you want. A decision, you know, like you know it in your soul, looking out, and you're like, I want this, that globe. For some, it could literally be travel. The Nine of Cups. You have everything you desire, but it feels empty. This is true. Ace of Cups. This is true. That arrow, that knocked arrow, the Seven of Swords, he will hit his target. His aim is true. Putting an end to something. Yep, Ten of Wands and Eight of Cups. Walking away. What'd I say? Putting an end to something. Ten of Wands. This is the garden. Everything that you've been growing, the nurturing. For someone, I feel like you could be or could have been a caretaker for an adult caretaker. Take it if it resonates and leave it alone if it doesn't fit you, okay? And then you got the Eight of Cups. Needing to get away. Putting an end to something. Yeah, Nine of Cups. Walking towards a love connection. Perhaps you put a love connection on hold because you felt like you needed to be Perhaps you put a love connection on hold because you felt like you needed to be a caretaker. There's a difference, and you didn't want it. And it was causing you more pain and loneliness. Trying to figure out what it was that you want, knowing you have everything that you need. You don't understand why it's like this, why it turned out like this. And yet, you know. I heard let go. Let go. You're now, the Nine of Cups goes after what they want from heart center without fail. That Eight of Cups to the Nine of Cups. Sorry. Whoa. Yeah, and then Knight of Swords. Swift action. You're not playing around anymore. You made up your mind, whoever this is for. You made up your mind. I don't know if the King of Pentacles... There's the action, yeah. Page of Wands. Holding that Ace of Wands. This is a new beginning. It's a new chapter. You're done playing. And there, I said, you're done playing. And I looked at that Knight of Cups. What, you thought we were playing chess? Oh, 1940. That was my note. About 1940. You thought we were playing chess? This is bigger than that. This is a game of hearts. Real hearts. Real depth. Oh. All right. Okay. Six of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. Yeah. You're nervous, but you're doing it. You're giving it a shot. You see the sunflowers that fall in all the hands. You've given a lot here. You're giving a lot here and you're letting it go. You're letting it go. You're moving towards something real. It's for you. It's for you. Whoa. Ten of Swords to the Seven of Cups. You've gone through all of the pain, all of the hardships. You've experienced everything that you needed to experience that forged you into who you are now. You're not scared. This is not somebody you see. There's no bleeding out. There's no tears. There's no screaming out in pain and agony. I mean, obviously it doesn't feel good, but you're tough now. Like, oh, you're tough now. I think you were always tough. I don't want to say it like that, but you had to go through all of that to become who you are. And now it's like, oh, you got options, but this is playing drums. This is a little different than the other Seven of Cups. You also have kind of getting doubles here. Ten of Wands, Ten of Swords. Nine of Cups, Nine of Swords. Seven of Swords, Seven of Wands. We'll figure it out. It's like you went through everything and you experienced all this pain and now you have options. And you're moving towards them. But it's a love and connection. Keep getting double. And now we have the Queen of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. And there's a confidence here. I heard you're going to start leading the pack. Nine of Pentacles. So now we have three nines. Anything else from this deck? Anything else from this deck? The Empress. You're taking what you want. It's not from a malicious, and there's the Hierophant. I love this card. The Empress and the Hierophant here. Why did I do that? Because I felt it necessary. That's the only answer I can give you when I take cards from, and there's the Two of Cups. This is how you come together. You decided to stop asking and you decided to start taking. And it's from a higher, it's from your higher self. It's for your higher self. You have paid your dues here. The transformation from the heartache into decision making, from the sleepless nights and trying to figure it out to the new beginning. Aim is true. You have grown. You have planted all the things. It's now time to harvest. It's time to end this, take everything out of the field and go after what you want. And whoever this is for, you have their blessing. Whoever they are to you, you have their blessing. You have their blessing. Let's see. I just want to do some traditional-ish. It's the Radiant Rider-Waite clarifying here. Open it up to the Tower. For some, it might be a Tower moment. This is about your personal growth. What I said, your spiritual awakening, right? The only major arcana, you have the High Priestess, Death, and then Empress and the Hierophant. This is very much those cycles, the in and out, the ebb and flow. Moving into your spiritual practice, moving into a spiritual connection. I mean, that Two of Cups is like soul awakening love. It's not the traditional. This is not the traditional. It's a connection. It's a universal connection. And you have been given the green light. Tell me about this King of Pentacles. Could be someone with a lot of earth and water. King of Pentacles, King of Swords, someone who's coming forward quickly. They're coming forward quickly. And the Three of Swords to the Two of Wands. This is the change. Three of Swords. Yeah, this is the healing. This is the change. That Five of Wands, setting it up. Sorry, I have something in my eye. And the Nine of Swords to the Ace of Cups. Thank you. This is finding the confidence. You have the King of Swords, maybe. King of Wands. So you now have a King of Wands, Queen of Wands. But I think it's about finding the confidence. His aim is true. Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. So that's double. And I was going to put it right here, which would be above. So this is definitely about the balance. New beginnings. Finding the balance. Minor for justice. Seeing things differently. This is about the courage. Ten of Wands, Eight of Cups to the Knight of Cups. Ten of Wands, Eight of Cups, working together perhaps. Ten of Wands, Seven of Swords again. This is leaving. Okay, leaving, taking what you can carry and leaving the rest behind. That is what that card is to me. And where are you headed? Or where are they headed? That's way too many, Spirit. I do have an Ace of Wands there. And an Eight of Cups to confirm. Going where, Spirit? Going where? There's the Two of Wands again. You know that you already picked the destination, or they did. You or they already picked the destination, but wherever you want to go, I heard that. Where are they going? A path that was chosen. Ten of Cups. You're headed to your bliss. And the Sun is underneath the Ten of Cups. Oh, I'm going to take it. Oh, what's underneath? And the Emperor. All right, man, I'm taking it. Ten of Cups. When I said, where are you headed? The Sun. You have Eight of Pentacles. This could be about achieving mastery of your craft. But then you have the Emperor. So we now have... We have the Empress, Emperor. We have the King of Wands, Queen of Wands. All we need now is the Queen of Pentacles. Judgment, it's definitely a new life. And on the bottom there is the World. It's being called out of the darkness into the light. That's where you're headed. For someone, this is your blessing from, I'm going to say it, beyond. Yeah. Ten of Wands again. It's the end of one and the beginning of new. The end of one and the beginning of new. You're no longer carrying the wands. You see? I'm gonna. Ten of Wands, right? Pushing all of those wands. And then look at this Eight of Wands. See, I said Eight of Cups. And look, one wand there. That's it. Taking what you can carry and leaving the rest behind. I'm telling you. I heard I'm out. Three of Cups. Like done with it. It is a celebratory time. This weekend might be really difficult for some of you. Don't let it be. It's a commercial holiday. I get it if it's special. There's the Queen of Wands. And the Hermit. Fire and earth, fire and water. And there's the Queen of... it's a perfect match for match. This is the spiritual connection. So we have King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. We have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. We have the Emperor, we have the Empress. There's the Two of Cups here. Whatever you were working on before, whatever you thought you needed to be a caretaker, it's no longer that. And you are no longer being held back by that feeling. You are breaking free. Spirit, confirm, please. You are breaking free of that feeling like you have to be a caretaker. That's what's holding you back. Perhaps you were a caretaker and that is no longer your job, and that is a really hard, I can relate. Ace of Pentacles. There it is. Truth. New beginning. New day. Knight of Wands. This is your spiritual awakening, understanding that you, and there's the King of Pentacles again. So we're just going to start getting repeats. That's what's going to happen. It is definitely a new beginning. Four of Wands on the bottom. This is a time, well, it's like I said, this is the time to release what no longer serves you. And you've got to be, not only do you have to release no longer serves you, but you've got to be open to what is meant for you. And the way that you are open for what is meant for you is just to walk fiercely and without regret forward on your path. You're not doing so, you're not being rash. You're just walking. You're just walking. For you, from heart center. This is your spirit warrior activated. And this is something I'll say, this is something I've said to my loves personally. So I'm going to share, I may have said it before, but I'll say it again now. I'll share it this time because it feels purposeful. The sacrifices have already been made. And I think this is your lesson in Saturn going into Aries. The sacrifices have already been made. Now you have to do the thing. You have to put... You have gone in, you have done the healing, and now it's time to put your feet to the earth. You're in the 3D, and you build the foundation that is now going to last. You learn the lessons, and this is how you know. This is your test from Saturn. You learn your lessons, and you're doing things differently. This isn't about being safe. Ooh, okay. This is not about playing safe. This is not about being safe. This is about playing for keeps. That damn Knight of Cups, the chess, playing for keeps. Spirit, am I on the right path here? I just need a confirmation before we close it out. This is about playing for keeps. You have the Ten of Cups here, the Sun, the Tower, and the Four. Yeah, this is about the foundation has to be able to withstand it, and that's what you've been doing. The old shit no longer works. Excuse my language. No longer works. Because you see like a tower, like it's exploding. The tower's going to come down. But see this foundation? See that? The old shit will no longer work. You know that. They know that. You've been given permission to pursue it. There's a cold day. I think the Tower to the Five of Pentacles is saying like, this is, to the Five of Cups, this is your change. It's happening. That's what I'm hearing. It's happening. There's some good memes out there and gifts for that. Four of Cups to the Two of Pentacles. You've got to be ready to receive it. It's happening. Are you ready? Are you ready? And there's the damn Five of Wands. 555. And the King of Swords. You know it. Page of Wands to the Wheel of Fortune. You know it. This is for the masculine, I think. From the Four of Pentacles to the 7. And there was the Five of Swords to the 6. Yeah. Change is a-coming. I've been saying it for days. Change is a-coming. And we'll end it there. Sorry it's been so long. It will not be that long again. Have a good night.